Oh, okay, okay.
I ended up going that way, but it is 9 o'clock. Hello, all my lovely people who come to watch us nerds play D&D on a Friday night instead of having a social life. Lovely. If I'm a little out of it tonight, I apologize. I just made a flying round trip to Wisconsin and back, but cute puppy is home safe and sleeping on the couch after spending all day peeing all over the house. But anyways, welcome to episode 49. Finally closing in on hopefully the third warlock. We will see
Second.
how third
No,
that
wait.
you and Miss Holly have met, second that you guys will actually
Hunt.
encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah, second you guys have been hunting. So, but let's go through with some introductions. Brad, hurry up and swallow the bite you just took, and you're first.
Yeah, no kidding. I was actually waiting, so I didn't take a bite. Thank you very much. Hello, I am Brad, and I play Erdan, the Furbolg Twilight Cleric, who is joining the group. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what shenanigans he gets into.
All right, Max.
Hello, hello, 'tis I, Max, who plays Yindris Nightclaw, and Hamish the Shadow Mastiff, here to fight some children, maybe. Who knows?
Fight some children.
Who knows? Who knows? Next up is Fitz.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I play Fit Chivalry, the Azamar Paladin slash Werebear, as well as Sir Fluffybutt, the Deathcore Unicorn. Um, just here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and running out of bubblegum quickly.
No, but you got some weed moss to fill the gaps there. Willie.
Not much, the way everyone keeps taking it.
Yo, I'm Eric. I play Willie, the Tiefling Barbarian. I'm looking to rage, maybe fight, kill some stuff. That's sort of my MO right there. Yeah, that's it. I got an axe, and I'm looking to put it in some interesting places. Let's go.
All right. Audio sounds much better. You're not cutting in and out like you were.
Before
last
we
few
move on,
weeks.
I'd just like to make a quick note.
Mm-hmm.
Fitz claims that everybody's taking his special herb, but I clearly remember it being passed out. Just saying. Just
No, if you remember, Trevor decided he had to have some,
he asked.
and
He asked, and you gave.
and then the dwarf, that was just straight up demanding.
To be
You could have
fair,
said no.
he's missing a leg. Like that's a fair demand in that kind of situation.
Off his own leg. That's on him. All he had to do was not chop his leg off.
Fair.
He's also kind of working on a promise. I don't think you guys have paid him for all this venture at this point. I know you
Yeah.
renegotiated, but I don't remember if you paid
Mm-mm.
or not. Okay.
I gave him months worth of payment up front.
Okay. I will take your word on it. I just don't remember. I will actually make note of it in my notes.
Yeah,
So, okay.
I want to say 3 months worth of pay because you overloaded us with cash because of our, you figuring out how the loot system worked at the beginning.
Yeah,
And I said,
something
well,
like that.
hell, I got all this money, so I'm just going to give it to him now, so we're paid in advance for months, and I ain't got to worry about it.
And about 1 month has lapsed since then.
Awesome. See?
Because you guys have been in the Feywild roughly a month.
Okay,
So,
I'll
right.
I'll accept that.
Miss Holly.
Hi, everybody. I'm Pam, playing Miss Holly. I am your emotional wreck, half elf sorcerer, and an anxiety freak who seems to be always crashing Lyra, among other things that has happened. And she's taken the role of the mom. It's been kind of tough. We'll see what happens with Holly.
Alrighty. And last but not least is Godric.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike. I play Godric. I'm a Goliath cleric. Um, look closely. That skin is gray, not skin colored, because he is made of stone. And yeah, so he's a holy cleric who likes to heal the world and vanquish the evils of the world. And he is now zeroing his hatred in on these warlocks because we are closing in on number 2 that we've hunted, number 3 that we met, but semantics.
Semantics. All right. Well, we left off. You guys had pull my world map back up here. You guys had landed just on the edge, or just on the edge of the salty swamps and the unknown lands. Past the marshes, you found a small clearing just big enough for the ship to land. Worked up some scaffolding, and there was a issue with piloting the ship because you're still new to piloting. It happens. But the ship went down. Half of the scaffolding that was going to be used to prop the ship up was destroyed in the process. And that's when Baron ran off to start cutting more lumber and rolled a nat 1 on his ability check and sliced his leg off. But you were able to get him stabilized, keep him from dying, give him some good pain medication, and get the ship upright and stilted. And you were all completed a long rest, being ready to set out first thing in the morning to hunt this next warlock, while the Treeborns and Madame Pompey stayed behind to take care of Bairn, rig up that scaffolding so it's more permanent, and you won't have to worry about it in the future, and have the ship ready to go by the time you get back, hopefully within 2 days.
Yeah, in the morning, after I slept, pardon me, I did cast Greater Restoration.
Yep, you had tried. All of
Yeah,
you except for Miss Holly woke up with just feeling tired, above table with a level of exhaustion, just feeling exhausted. The dream of running through the forest towards your destination that's been haunting you guys for the month you've been here was much more vivid. So all of you except for Miss Holly woke up with a level of exhaustion. You woke up to and tried to clear that with a greater restoration to no avail.
yeah. Well, I have the. You said that we got a long rest, and I have a marker on my character sheet, so it reminded me of that. So I was just
Yep.
making note. That's all.
Jeremy put it best. This exhaustion has plot armor.
Yeah.
But I don't know what all that was for, but okay. So you guys all wake up in the morning, have a breakfast. I believe there is some ancient dragon turtle neck meat that Quartermaster B turned into a stew before it went bad, because stew's much easier to keep. Eat yourself a good meal, and anything you guys want to do before you set off on the next leg of your adventure.
Guess not.
I mean, wake up, do morning prayers. Other than that, no. Get breakfast. I think that covers Godric's list. Maybe sit down with the party and discuss what the what is and get ready to ship out.
Okay. Well, if nobody has anything of particular note, you all bid your farewells to the ship crew. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull Erdan to the side real quick, and I'm gonna be like, Erdan, may I have a word in private, please?
Absolutely.
I will lead you to my quarters.
You know you got to buy me a Happy Meal first, right?
Okay. No. Yeah, I'll take you to my quarters and I'll lead you in. I'll be like, close the door,
Okay. I'll close the door behind me.
and I'll kneel down, and you'll see me like open this chest, and it's filled with like random rags and stuff. You see me pull out this giant jar, and in this jar is a half rotted lithed head that is seen like it's in like formaldehyde or something. Okay. I'm gonna look at you with this jug. I'm gonna be like, you did not know me long before this change happened to me, but this is from then. Life was simple. I knew what I was and I knew what I wanted. It was easy. I saw something, I killed it, and I ate it. Not always in that order. And I had that meat the other night, and I'm gonna be honest, it just my heart wasn't in it. There's something wrong with me, and I I would like for you to pray with me.
Of course, if that's, of course, yeah. I will never turn down anybody who needs prayer.
Okay, I'll pull out that feather axe that I have, and I'll be like, okay. And I'll like gesture for you to put your hand on the axe.
Okay. I'll put my
Pray,
hand on the axe.
pray with me over this axe, Erdan. I,
Okay.
I'm not sure how you do this.
Well, I
Do
don't.
you like you open a channel? Do you have a seance? Is there a magic word?
I don't know who I don't know who your god is. I don't know who you're trying to talk to.
I was going to use whoever your god is, Erdan. That's why you're here.
Oh, you would like to? Okay.
I would ask Godric, but he is very judgmental.
What is it that you were wanting to pray for?
Well, I want to christen this axe. I wish to name it Judy, and I am going to pledge and pray for divine might to stick it up Clapton Claus's ass.
I know I don't have my camera on, but above table, I'm losing my shit right now. Um, I don't know that that's necessarily a tenet of Saloon. However, um,
No, is it not covered?
well, Saloon has had many battles with her sister, and forgive me, I I forget her sister's name. I believe it's Shar. Um, and there's been constant, you know, revenge and going back and forth on each other. So I don't know that revenge is necessarily a tenet of Saloon. However, I will leave that up to Saloon, the Moon Maiden herself, to make that decision. Um, but if you would like to pray for what did you say, divine might?
Well, whatever. Fine intervention. Just general smiting and guidance in my quest.
Okay. Well, we can definitely, we definitely offer a prayer to Saloon and ask that she help us. I can't promise that she will, but we can always try.
All right.
And he will, his hand's already on the axe. So he will lay his other hand on Willie's shoulder and um, he'll open in a.
Close my eyes. Does it does it matter?
You can close your eyes, you can keep your eyes open, whatever you would like.
I'll
Doesn't
close
matter.
my eyes. It feels right, and I'll close my eyes.
Okay. And he'll say, repeat after me, and then we'll go into prayer, okay?
Okay.
Let all whom my light falls
Let all whom my light falls
be welcome if they desire to be so.
be welcomed if they desire to be so.
As the silver moon waxes and wanes,
As the silver moon waxes and wanes,
so too does all life.
so too does all life.
Trust in my radiance,
Trust in my radiance,
and know that all love
and all love,
alive under my light shall know my blessing.
alive under my light, shall know my blessing.
Turn to the moon, and I will be your true guide.
Turn to the moon, and I will be your true guide.
And Erdan's going to tap him on the shoulder and say, "You may ask the Moon Maiden whatever your request may be, but please refer to her as the Moon Maiden."
Dear, here, talking through Erdan. I wish you to guide me to sticking my axe to the Captain Claus's ass and changing me back to how I was also. Thank you.
He will tap Willie on his shoulder and say, "I'm unsure if the Moon Maiden has heard you, but I am sure that she will appreciate you reaching out to her."
I, I feel better, Erdan. I'm sure that she will see the the justness in my request.
I'm sure she will, my friend. I will be sure to keep you in my prayers also.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else you would like?
No, that is all. Do you like my head?
You're, I can't say that I've ever seen a creature such as that.
Oh,
So
you
it's
don't want to see it when it's alive. I can tell you that much.
well, that's good to know. I will
Better in
remember
the
that.
jar. And I'll tuck it back into my container, and we can scurry back onto the rest of the crew.
Okay, we'll scurry back to the crew.
Okay. Anybody have anything else you want to do before y'all set off?
I'd like to just check with Miss Holly and Misty and just make sure that they're okay from the night before. That,
Okay. So you
that's all.
step out of Willie's room and knock on Miss Holly's door.
And, just a little, Miss Holly, are you in there?
Yes.
Okay, it's third Anne. I just want to make sure that you're okay.
Yes, everything's fine.
Okay.
Thank
If,
you.
if you need anything, let me know.
Will do. Will do. Thank you.
And then I'll go off to go find Misty.
You don't find her anywhere else on the ship?
He's in the same room, bro.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then I will continue on with the rest of the group then.
Okay. Anybody else got anything? I think Fitz, you're the only one we haven't said anything.
I don't think I really have anything to do. Just gonna say my prayers to all the various gods, and that's really about all I've got. Don't want to get all fucked up before we go to battle.
Oh, that reminds me. There is one thing I'd like to do.
Okay.
But after Fitz is done.
Okay.
I am done.
Oh, perfect. Erdan would like to go find Fitz and talk with Fitz real quick. I don't know if he's on the same level as.
He's still down by Baron, according to his token.
Oh, we got a missing viewer showed back up.
Hi, shenanigans. We
Hey
missed you.
yo. Okay. I will ask Fitz. Can we? Is there a few moments of your time that we could speak, not necessarily in private, but away from the others?
Yeah, sure. We can go to my cabin.
Okay. It'll take just a moment of your time.
Man, Erdan's getting around the cabins today.
He is.
Oh my god.
He is. We didn't have to go to the cabin. We could have just like walked over to the side, but Fitz wants the cabin.
He's a slut, but he's our slut.
He's like speed dating stateroom levels, like just
Feywild edition.
He got Willie down on his knees.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Philly really went down on his knees. I'm like, I don't know how this is going, bro.
If Miss Holly had been coming out of her room, I would have narrated that she saw Willie walk out with a center part and go, "Thank you, Father," as Erdan.
oh my god.
But anyways, go ahead, Erdan.
Anyways, um, Fitz, have you noticed anything about Miss Holly at all since well, really since we left Madame Pompey's place?
She's an owl. She casts spells.
Well, anything out of the ordinary.
You mean her extreme mood swings?
Well, there's those, but you talked about that book she has. Where did she happen to find that?
Didn't she find that in the were spider's lair, Jacob?
Yes, that would be
yeah.
where you
That's
saw it.
But that
Yeah.
was something that we didn't see because she was in the back of the cave with the book and we were in the front.
That's when she first started presenting the book. So that would be a decent assumption.
Right, because no one saw her with it, but then right after we killed her, she spent hours and hours reading in it.
Yep.
You got it.
So yeah, we're all pretty sure it was in the spider bitch's lair.
Okay. Do you know anything about that book?
Didn't you tell me about what you found out with your lore spell thing?
I have not shared that with anybody yet.
Oh. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of like the Misty thing. I have a heebie-jeebie about it, but after the Misty thing, now I'm kind of wondering if my heebie-jeebie meter isn't a little off center.
So, if it's not obvious, I want to talk to you about the book. But
Okay.
I'm curious, what is giving you the heebie-jeebies about her? Because I've noticed a little bit too, but I'm not too sure.
I mean, I don't think, because I'm going to be really honest with you. I've only known her for like a week or two longer than you.
Oh, okay.
So I can't say as I'm a great expert on her. I believe my wife probably knows her better than any of us and could tell if
Okay.
she were here. But I mean, I do know she has become more emotional. But I mean, that could also be put down to her taking such personal responsibility for any mistakes she makes, especially with the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have a good baseline to base it off of. I mean, I don't think she's been acting evil or rude or inconsiderate or anything like that, if that's what you're getting at. I mean, I haven't seen her floating a foot off the bed while her head spins and projectile vomits pea soup or anything.
Well, that's always good. We wouldn't want that. That would never be good.
No, it's never good. Seeing what happens to priests in that situation.
But so she hasn't been like acting like way out of the norm, just like little things then?
Yeah, nothing really crazy. I mean, she yelled at me for getting Trevor high, but then she came and apologized for it, and we kind of talked it out and made up. So, I mean, she seems a little more emotional, but not.
So far out of the norm.
Yeah,
Okay.
not anything that I'm concerned about. Should I be concerned? Is that what you're here to tell
I
me?
no, I don't know if we should be concerned or not. I just know that excuse me one second. You gonna go for a walk? Okay. Love you. Go for a walk. Go on. Go on. Thank you. Sorry, I had to send the dog off on her walk. Um I don't know if we need to be concerned. I reached out and tried to learn what I could about the book, and it just it worries me. The book is, if I remember correctly, is quite powerful, but I don't think it's good or bad. It just
Yeah, so it wasn't that the book itself was powerful, it's that it had passed through many powerful hands and
that's what it was.
potentially contained very powerful information. And not
That's
all
what,
of those hands were good.
yeah. And I know. Let me double check so I don't give you the wrong information here, real quick. Um, if I remember right, didn't it leave marks of some sort?
Everyone who had it in their possession when you cast Legend Lore had the same identifying mark, which is still to be decided. I haven't gotten that far in my narrative planning. That's my bad. It's on my
Okay.
list of stuff to
No,
do.
that's all good.
Tensile tail.
Um,
Hold it.
I'll re I'll relay that to Fitz and just say that I'm worried about Miss Holly and I'm worried that
You would know that she doesn't have the mark yet. I
got it.
can tell you that much.
So
So,
I haven't.
so
Go ahead.
basically, based on what you're telling me now, which I'm going from what I remember of what he told you when you cast the spell,
Hmm.
basically good people that use it manage to do incredibly good things, and bad people that use it end up doing incredibly bad things with it.
Correct. But um, just remember that good and bad is relative to the person, relative to each individual, if that makes sense. But that's another philosophy conversation for another time. I'm just worried that, like you said, good people do good things, bad people do bad things, and I'm worried that I don't know much more about the book. I don't, without knowing it, I'm worried that it could cause problems, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
So,
Well,
but that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
I guess here's my view on this, Erdan. I have a deep and abiding belief in the goodness of Miss Holly. I
Mm-hmm.
don't believe that she is evil. or that she would willingly do evil things. She may have a fiery temper and may lash out at times, but I do absolutely believe that she is a good person.
If you're vouching for her, then I will take your word. I'm concerned that a large amount of power may end up to either corrupt or end negatively, even if it's not intended to. That's all.
Well, I do absolutely appreciate you giving me the information. And I definitely believe that we should keep an eye on her. But to be honest, I'm not that worried, Erdan. If that's how this book works, then I fully do believe that it will be a force for good in her hands.
Again, I don't know how the book works. I'm just passing along what I learned through the lore. So the book is much more complicated than it appears. But I don't know how long I will be with you guys or what will happen, and I don't want to see anybody get hurt. So I figured it was time to tell someone. So
Now, here's the question we have to face, though.
okay,
Do we tell Miss Holly we know what the book is, ish, and see if she is willing to come clean to us and tell us about it?
I mean, you guys confronted her about the book already, right?
Well, I don't know if really confronted her was the right, just asked her about it. But
And what did she say?
she straight up lied to my face and said it was just a journal.
I mean, I'm going to leave that up to you at the moment because I have no reason to interfere in any way at this point. Um,
It,
but please don't take this offensively. I would like to point out that if we weren't concerned about it or you weren't concerned about it, then why would she lie about it?
you've you've never had teenage girls before, have you?
I can't say that I have.
They will lie to you about anything. You could walk in on them making a sandwich and they'd tell you they weren't doing anything. Sandwich shit all out there in front of them. And you're like, it's okay, you can have a sandwich. And they'd still swear to God they weren't having a sandwich. They're just weird creatures.
If that's if that's what you're advising me of, then I will take your word for it. I trust you, and for now, I will just keep an eye on her.
That's probably the best plan for right now.
All right. I don't know if should we tell the others or no. If you tell the others, we're gonna have to confront her about it.
It's a good question.
And you also run the fact of if we don't tell them about it, there could be problems later.
That's true. Fucking Yendrish will be in a dark mood for a month about it.
Yeah, I don't want the angsty teenager angry at me again.
No, no. It really loses its charm after the first time. Um, maybe we should have a team meeting and just get this all out in the open. And that way there's no secrets and everybody knows. And then everybody can watch out in case she suddenly turns into, I don't know, Tiamat or something.
I will follow your lead. You know the group better than I.
Well, I'm pretty sure Willie's going to be useless. He will ask if it's a cookbook, though. He will at least make it entertaining. Godric is going to say something preachy. I'm not sure what, but he's going to suggest probably that we burn the book. I don't know what Yendris will do, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that.
Well, I feel like they will take the information better from you than me.
All right. Yeah, this is probably something we should do before we go fight this warlock, just in case.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I just feel like if this is gonna blow up on us, it's gonna blow up like while we're fighting the warlock. It just we have some sort of luck like that, you know?
I I can't say I've ever fought a warlock before in my life.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's a great stress reliever. The last one we fought, I kept punching it, and then he healed back up, and then I gotta punch him some more, and then he healed. Oh god, it was very therapeutic.
I will take your word for that.
The ancient solar dragon that came in afterwards, not as much, but Willie had a lot of fun with that.
You're right.
All right, well, let's go gather the group.
Okay.
Okay. As you go to start gathering the group, Miss Holly, while you're laying there, resting with Misty, you hear the entire conversation. Being attuned to the spell jamming helm, you can hear and see everything on board the ship, and you just heard Erdan and Fitz have a conversation about you and your book and what to do about it.
I fucking forgot about that.
I'm gonna look at Misty and I'm gonna say, you keep an eye on everything that's going on. If anybody tries to take the book from me, you let me know. Because shit's gonna hit the ground bad. No one is gonna touch my fucking book. Are we clear?
I will keep an eye on your back as best I can. You're gonna be on your own when you leave the ship, though, because I'm staying here. Remember?
I understand, but if you hear anything, any conversations, any plans, anything that anybody will be doing,
Got it.
you
Got
just
it.
let me know.
Ears to the ground. I got your back.
Thank you, Misty. I appreciate it.
All right. Everybody ready to set off?
Yes.
I'm still kind of waiting for everybody to gather so we can get ready to.
All right. Well, if you're ready to go, move your token to the top deck by Godric. All right, looks like everyone's ready to go. Perfect. So you all gather. The dwarves, minus Bairn and Madame Pompey, gather as well to bid you farewell and safe travels, and hopefully see you tonight. If not, see you tomorrow, hopefully. And you all depart on your way, following the path of your dreams into the forest of the Feywild.
Oh, before we go,
Go ahead.
Godric will, um, first and foremost thank Miss Madame Pompey for the extra help she's giving us with caring for Baron. Um, explain to the group that um, we're looking. We've been through some tough times. We know that we're on the hunt for a warlock who may possibly know we're out here. So we may be in for some rougher times than we've been in before. Who knows? We'll find out together. We will face it together. We will vanquish this evil together. Just mainly a big pep talk before we go.
Okay.
So everybody stay on your toes while we're out here. Keep your necks on a swivel. Um, Before we go, I don't see Sir Fluffy Butt on the deck. Do you want to take the time to summon him before we leave, Fitz?
No, I'll summon him once we get on the ground, because that's a lot easier than trying to get a horse down.
Okay. So you want to stop and do that before we depart after we get off the ship. Will I'm just going to call him BDE be coming with us, your interest?
Come on, I want to hear you
Want
say
it,
it, Godric.
fool.
You gotta say it.
That's BDE isn't his proper name, or her proper name.
You bringing the horse, your interest, or not?
Which horse are we talking about?
Your horse. We're not going there today.
Big dick energy? Oh, I mean, if you want to bring her, I mean, you can.
It's your horse. Just extra horse might come in handy. I would recommend it, but it's your horse, your decision.
I'm cool with bringing her if y'all are okay with it.
Of course. I don't see why anybody would deny anybody their mount.
Okay
All
then.
right. So may Apollo bless us for our travels and see us through to the end of these soon to be trifling times. Amen. Let's do this, guys. And Godric's ready to set off.
All right. So y'all set off after retrieving Big Dick energy from the lower hole and setting on your way, following the path of your dreams. You march well throughout the day. The forest here is silent. And it's something's weird at first. You don't quite recognize it. And about an hour into the travel, it finally clicks that there's no life here. There's no bugs, there's no critters, there's no sentient beings. It's a lush, lavish forest full of the purples and blues and oranges, consistent with the Feywild. But other than that, there's no life. Continue on your way, following what seems to be a moderately traveled path. The underbrush is off to the sides. You don't have any issues moving along. And you come to a crossroads of sorts. And there are 3 passageways to travel: left, forward, and right. Yindris and Willie, based on your dream, you two believe that left is the way to go. Godric and Holly, you believe that forward is the way to go. And Erdan and Fitz, you believe that right is the way to go.
Well,
Well, this is all based on our dreams, right?
Yep.
I vote left. You always go left.
Well, I mean, we've been following this path for hours now, and all of our dreams seem to have coincided with each other's dreams following the path. But it would seem as we come to this fork in the road, this is where our dreams depart. Because as you're voting for left, Fitz, um, my dreams tell me that we should go forward. Anybody else have different point of views from their dreams?
Mine says we should go left. Right. Right. Other way.
Your other
Up.
left?
Yindris
Yeah.
and Willie, your dream said left.
Oh, I
Erdan
was
and,
right. You were wrong.
Erdan and Fitz, your dream said right.
Erdan will suggest going right.
Okay, well,
I mean, let's just flip for it if we cannot decide.
I mean, how do you flip for 3 ways?
Willie, we can't flip the horse. We want it to stay alive.
We can flip a gold coin.
Yeah, but you know how Willie thinks. As I grin. I mean, whatever we're doing, we're all going to do it together because we're in dangerous territory and we're definitely not splitting up here. Is my highly recommended suggestion.
Wait, so some of us say straight, some of us have dreamed left, and some of us have dreamed right.
Apparently,
It's an even split, 2, 2, and 2 for each direction, as far as the dreams are concerned.
Can I recall what happens after I go forward from the crossroad?
Yeah, you continue forward and follow the path, and it brings you to the entrance of
Labyrinth.
it looks like a large gardened wall with an
Okay.
opening, and that's where the dream ends. And
Okay.
before anyone else asks, that's the same thing all of your dreams were, is you take the path your dream showed you to follow, and it takes you to the entrance, a big gardened wall with a doorway.
Okay, we're just gonna pin the conversation and fast forward because I'm gonna obviously ask and everybody's gonna say what you just said. So
Yeah.
just make a note that that was talked about. All right. Well
Brevity,
then,
I'm here for it.
right. So then, in that case, anybody got dice?
Like legit dice?
Yeah.
Like in your inventory sheet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not above table. This is in game. Some people actually do travel with dice.
No.
I do not.
Okay. The
Now,
silence from the rest of the crew. I'm assuming not.
Does anybody happen to have divinity in their spell list?
No.
Not in my spell list. No.
Nope.
The 2 clerics do still have their divine interventions because they failed the day prior, so they are good to go.
Yeah, but going up against a warlock, I'm not exactly ready to just give that up for directions.
I'm a little offended you didn't use the divine intervention when Willie was praying now. What the hell?
Okay, let's oh, that could be dirty. Okay, so I mean,
I like dirty. What you got?
yeah.
Let's split the
Ho-
party. Yeah, I agree.
let's no, let's do straws, but we don't actually. This is above table. Let's do straws. But since we don't have actual straws, uh, rope.
The,
We could
oh,
cut some lengths of rope. Make a couple of them shorter, and then everybody, somebody holds them still so that they all look the same length. Each person grabs one. The two with the shorter ones will say what direction they want to go.
you mean the one
And
person with the short one decides which
oh,
way to go?
well, no, no, no. I'm doing this
What
fairly. If we do two,
if you do two? You might
and
get two different people with two different
I
directions.
I was getting there. If
Okay.
we if they don't match, then we'll have a draw off for the two that won.
How about we've got 3 people saying left, one person saying right, and 2 people saying forward, so we just go left.
I thought it was two, two, and two.
My dream tells me to go right, but common sense and every ounce of adventuring experience I have says go left.
Oh, so you're changing your vote to left. Well,
Yeah.
okay. So we got three that says go left. I mean, I'm okay with that. At least three people want to go that way then. I, I mean, because at this point, I'm assuming that it's going to be difficult for us to trust our dreams when everybody's having the same dream but going in different directions to the same place. So I'm not going to trust my dream. I don't know about you guys, but at this point, I can't trust a dream that everybody's having but is going in different directions. So
I'm going to laugh if it turns out that we're actually supposed to split up and go 2 by 2 to these different ways in order to get this to actually work.
Just split the party and we all go our separate ways.
yeah,
Nothing bad ever happened from that.
no,
That sounds
I,
like something a
I,
petulant little man-child god would do to us.
Wow.
I can't see him right now, but I'm sure Jacob's got that little grin with his fingers going. Like the Grinch.
Not even close, but nice try.
He's actually pretty stoic right now.
Oh, okay.
I've been practicing my poker face for you guys because I know some of you watch the stream.
My poker face.
I just check in every once in a while. Um. All right. Well, I mean, at this point, I'm just going to go with the group that says they want to go left because there's three of them. So that'll make four. Anybody else have any objections or reasoning behind changing to a different direction?
I guess we're going left.
You heard him, boss.
Okay. So you all turn and go down the left path. Oddly enough, the path still looks like the path all of you took in your dreams, even though the direction you went seems different. You walk for maybe another 30, 40 minutes. Stop to have a brisk lunch, a traveling lunch along the way. Finish your meals, and in your dream, you remember there being a ravine with a bridge that should be coming up pretty quick. And about the time as you're kind of discussing that with each other, like, yeah, okay, we're, like comparing notes where the path is all the same. It was just that intersection that was different. And you all come to the conclusion that there should be a ravine with a bridge coming up. You hear a little rustle in the brush off to the side, followed by a very hasty, "Stop! Don't go any further." A very tired sounding voice comes from the bush.
Mace and shield at the ready, and I'm ready to go investigate.
I'm gonna go too.
Yeah, I will follow.
Anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna stick with the group for now.
Yeah, I'm getting Judy out, and we're going to see about it.
Okay. So you all flourish your weapons and stand ready. A couple of you take a step towards the bush, and you see poke his head up out of the bush a very young-looking spring Eladrin, which you're semi-familiar with Eladrin now, having been to Senelisi. He stands up. He looks rough. He looks like he has been through the ringer. He is covered in blood and mud, and you can't tell if he's hurt or not because he's just that dirty and covered in fluids and whatnot. He's... don't go that way. Only death lies forward.
What do you mean, death? What is ahead?
Creature of lore. The smallest of creatures, but the most deadly.
Well, the
What
creatures
does
of
the
this.
creature look like?
Small, white,
Willie,
vicious.
fetch me the holy hand grenade of Antonok, please.
We
As he
we
finishes his sentence, his eyes roll into his head, and he collapses to the ground.
No.
you don't get to get off that easy there, bud. I reached down, put my hand on his chest, and cast Cure Wounds. Cure Wounds? Is that the big one? Hold on. Let me double check.
Cure wounds is more than healing word,
There you go. Yep.
but less than some of your higher level stuff.
Yep.
You see portions of his skin that was actual scars seal up. He's still covered in blood and dirt and very rough, and his eyes flutter as he attempts to regain consciousness.
All right, buddy. Come on. Wake up.
So much death.
Okay. I know. It was traumatizing. I understand. I get it. But right now, you are the only man with information, buddy. And we need that information. So I need you to. I pull out my water skin. Try and here, drink a little bit of water. Try and help him drink a little bit of water out of the water skin.
Yeah, he takes a sip. Rough going, but he gets some down.
All right. You
Kind
hungry?
of coughs at the tail end of it. Oh, what are you doing here? Forest is off limits.
Yeah. Well, from our understanding, there's a pretty evil being in this forest, and we're here to track it down. I have the sneaking suspicion that whatever it is that you are terrified of isn't what we're looking for. But have you seen anything in resemblance to Tower or humanoids?
No, we don't go that deep in. We come once a decade just to make sure that the paths are clear in case the hierarchy needs to attend She Who Watches.
He who watches. You'll have to forgive me. I'm unfamiliar with your
The
beliefs.
Watcher, the one who guards that which lies within the forest.
And where does the Watcher have a place that she calls home?
Deep within the forest. She usually sticks within the maze. We don't ever go that far.
Okay, so you explore the not so deep paths. So
We keep the road there clear. That is all.
Okay. So that tells me that the paths on the front line or in the front of the forest are being maintained, they're being cleared, you're not finding anything. Sounds like our goal is going to be deeper into the woods. See, I told you, you had information and you are helping us figure out which way we need to go. Are you going to be able to make your way back to civilization and back to your people?
Yes. Yes, I can still walk. I needed to rest.
Of
I may
course,
still need
of
to
course.
rest.
Do you have rations? Something to eat?
Yes, I still have my pack. I didn't drop it.
Good. And nothing's broken, and looks like you're not going to bleed to death. Uh, from your recollection, the path back home should be safe?
If you came down the path to get here, then it should be.
Oh, yes, we did. As a matter of fact, if you follow the path that we left, you might actually come across our ship and our crew. Um, if you need a place to rest for the night, um, just look for anybody in charge. Tell them Godric has given you permission to rest there for the evening, and then you'll be on your way in the morning if you so choose.
Thank you. Just
Of course.
take caution if you proceed forward.
Oh, we had no intentions of going without. I kind of giggle, look at the crew.
Yeah. The way forward, is that the best way to get to the maze?
It is the only way.
I
The
see.
forest
And the
kind of twists and turns things, but as long as you follow the path, it'll bring you there.
now a while back we came to a T in the road. You could go left, right, or forward, and we decided to go left. Was that the correct answer, or should we have gone a different direction?
It matters not. The forest gets you there no matter what. Your experience can be different depending on which path you take, though.
Hmm. Okay. And what exactly is in front of us? You started to describe it and passed out.
I know not
Okay.
exactly what it was. It was small, white, moved quickly amongst the lights and the trees. Would not let us cross the bridge.
You know, we have spent a lot of time talking here, and I have not gotten your name. My apologies. What's your name, good kind sir?
I hate you. My name is Ook.
Nice to meet you, Ook. I am Godric. These are my traveling companions.
If
The big
if you
shiny
didn't
one
know,
over there.
every time you ask me a name and I don't have it prepared, I look at my desk and just put random letters on things together and make it work.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward as I introduce everybody,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
that and
Tell us your life story, Ook. What's going on in the last 30, 40 years of your life?
Insert
okay,
random generic life story of a 150-year-old Eladrin who has done nothing but work on the guard and keep the path safe for the last 120 years.
good work on fast forwarding that conversation too.
You're
So,
welcome.
But wait, if that's the case, has he ever seen this thing before?
No, never.
no, he's already
Never.
explained that.
Okay. Is there any detail about it you can give us?
It's fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
All right, well, guys, as I think Ook here can manage to get himself back to civilization in one piece. Um, I say we continue. Daylight's burning, and we got a warlock to find.
Okay.
Well, he says that the path will take us where we need to go. So if we got to face this thing, we'll face this thing. If we don't, it'll take us to our garden. Apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
You help Ook up to his feet, and he starts kind of half limping back the way you guys came. And you
Is there
turn to.
we're in a forest. Is there like a branch, a tree, something we can grab so he can
He's
use
making
it like?
pretty good way, and
Okay.
he's got a spear that he's using to support
Okay.
himself.
There we go. That's
So,
what I was looking for.
all
I
right.
mean, if he's limping, yeah, but at least he's got a spear. Okay.
But you guys turn to proceed down the path. How do you want to proceed, knowing that there may be something up ahead?
On alert, Mason shield in hand for me.
I'm going to proceed giddily.
You what?
Um,
I'm going to proceed giddily in a
Giddily?
giddy fashion. Yeah.
Like skipping down the road, singing "Someone's gonna get it."
That sounds like Willie.
Yeah.
I want to give Willie. Let me see here. Make sure this is the right
Not now. Wait till you get back to the room, please.
thing. Um,
Whatever you give him, if it's a spell, just make sure you check the duration on it, because you don't want to cast
It's
something that's going to be gone in 10 minutes.
no, it's not a spell. It's Vigilant Blessing. So he gets advantage on the next initiative roll.
Okay.
You should give that to Fitz. I have advantage on that from my class.
Well, thank you very much. I will give that to Fitz then.
Get it, Fitz.
And I will take it because I suck at rolling initiative.
Well, hopefully you can fuck some shit up, my friend.
Okay.
Beginning to think that this is a dangerous combo to have the werebear and the were-ape next to each other.
What is the order of march? As you progress down the pathway, it does narrow down to where you have to walk single file.
If anybody has any issues with this, please feel free to speak up. But I'm going to nominate myself for the front of the pack, since I'm a man on a mission. I'm hoping Willie will back me on this. So number 2, Yerndris and Hamish, and obviously his mount. Miss Holly, Erdan, and Fitz, and Sir Fluffy Butt in the rear.
Did you summon Sir Fluffy Butt?
He said he was going to when we got
Yeah,
off
once
the boat.
we got to the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys stopped for the 10 minutes to cast that?
Yeah. Yeah, we figured it'd be a lot easier trying to lower him down.
Yeah. That's why I made that call before we even got off the boat.
All right,
talk
so the
about it.
order I've got is Godric, Willie, Yindris, and Hamish, Miss Holly, Fitz, Erdan, and Sir Fluffy Butt bringing up the rear.
Oh, wait a second. There's the other horse. What was his name, Godric?
Yeah.
Yerndris' horse?
Yeah. What was her name?
Yerndris' horse.
No, that's who she belongs to.
Uh-huh.
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 I've got him too. He's
We-
back in the rear
we-
with Sir Fluffy Butt.
We can play who's on first if you really want, but I'm just saying, bro. It's Yerndris' horse. That's all you're getting.
I will break you someday.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And Otis is going to break Taddy too, but, we'll see.
Oh, he will.
As you continue down the way, Godric up front, high alert, you can see some small flittering lights up ahead. And give me just a second. I'll put you on here.
Okay.
Bear with me. I got to do this one at a time because we set an order. And Hamish. Miss Holly, Fitz. Erdan. Sir Fluffy Butt and Big Dick Energy. Okay. Up ahead, you do see a bridge. There are some luminescent bugs On the far end of the bridge is what appears to be a small white rabbit. Kind of sitting there, doing its own thing.
I am going to cast Detect Good and Evil. Evil and good, whichever. They're both in there. So for the next 10 minutes, I'll know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me, as well as where the creature is located. I'll know if there's a place or an object within 30 feet that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. Do you really want me to go through all this?
Don't detect anything right now.
Okay. Then I'll keep moving forward.
You do get the jive that you're not within 30 feet of this rabbit.
Yeah. Yeah, but if I have it on for 10 minutes as I
Yeah.
approach, it'll kick in if he is.
Absolutely.
I will throw on True Seeing.
Okay. Nothing changes.
Hey, Fluffy Butt, you know anything about this rabbit?
No.
No legends or stories about a killer bunny?
No. It's my best attempt at a horse saying no.
I thought he was all like regal and English sounding.
Why does he sound like a horse in his head?
Just real quick, side
Because
note,
I got to decide,
DM,
and that's what I picked today, okay?
j-
I
just
chose
real,
violence. Leave me alone.
Always
just real
the correct
quick,
answer.
just real quick, DM. Have you
Yeah.
recently watched Mighty Python and the Holy Grail?
I'm
Nope.
so glad somebody asked because I was just going to ask that.
Nope. And fuck you, Jeremy, for ruining my plot point. Before the big reveal.
Okay, I'm going to move forward.
I did, however, watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail 9 months ago when I planned this encounter. So it was going to happen at some point. It was just a matter of when.
Okay.
And here we are without Tim the Enchanter.
So are you progressing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as you get up, I mean, even at the edge of the bridge, you're still not within 30 feet. You don't detect anything. I'm going to move your tokens closer to the bridge here, and then you all can readjust your tokens. It is a little bit wider now. So you can place yourselves wherever you want to be as you come up to the bridge.
I mean, you picked a good spot for me, so I'm good where I'm at.
Hey, Erdan, can't you talk to animals?
I can, but I don't necessarily understand them.
I'm just saying, after the bear fiasco, I wanted to remind you.
I can at least.
Yurndris, you've been really good with Hamish. Do you have any skills in talking to animals? This is a little white creature, and so it does resemble the description we are given.
If I put the collar on the said rabbit, then yes.
Ooh. Yeah, that's Hamish's collar. We don't want to give that up. Okay, well then. I will slowly proceed forward if nobody has any other ideas.
I can try and let it know that we're not here.
This is just a small white rabbit, but of course we were warned about a small white creature that is full of destruction. I don't know what obviously. We're in the Feywilds. Who knows? And I just shake my head and sigh.
I'm gonna take the lead on this one, and I'm gonna start crossing.
Okay.
All right.
Before Idris goes, I will give them guidance real quick.
Okay. you're gonna move to there, Yindris?
First of all, tell Hamish to stay put so he doesn't follow.
As you step onto the bridge, you hear a very light, squeaky noise come out of the rabbit.
I would like to follow a little bit, like not super far, but not super
Okay.
close. I want to have your interests back in case things go awry.
Okay. Well, as this happens, the rabbit squeaks and then leaps at Yindris. You're able to just duck out of the way as he makes a flying leap at you, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
It's remember you get a advantage.
Oh yes, I remember.
All right. One more thing, real quick, with that. Let's see, 30 feet.
Oh, nice.
Sweet. Willie, Fitz, and Godric, I need 3 of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
With +5.
For you and Godric. It'll do it automatically. Ooh, nat 1 doesn't do much good.
What is it? Constitution?
Yep.
It did not give me a +5.
That's okay. I'll do it.
Didn't give me one either.
It's on there. I might need to update the coding for that because that's an external thing. But Godric and Fitz, you both succeed. Willie, you saw this rabbit fly through the air, and it's just vicious and caught you off guard, and you are frightened of it until the end of your next turn. All right, but with that, we are in initiative. Godric, you are up.
Okay. I want to step up next to Yurndris and say, you got lead on this, Yurndris. I'm not going to attack until you say so. And hold my action to strike with my mace. And that's where I'm going to stop.
Trying out this 3-dimensional map for this encounter. So, all right, got it set up. Okay, so you're gonna. Are you holding an action? Is that what you're doing?
Yes. I am stepping up next to Yurndris, saying, you have lead on this. I'm not going until you say so. And then I'm going to ready an attack with my mace.
Okay. That is going to bring us to Hamish's turn. What is he doing?
He's not doing anything yet because the rabbit didn't come at me. He's just gonna chill there for now.
All right, that'll bring us to Fitz's turn then.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that rabbit came at you like a fat kid at cake, but all right. Hey, what did Godric's evil thing happen when?
Yeah, Godric, as it leaped at Yindris, you would determine that it is a fey creature. Fits with a little runny run.
That's all that would determine.
Yep, it's just a fey rabbit.
Okay. I guess I could. I guess I got enough words in my action to say it just a creature. It's apparently hungry.
I am going to get behind it like this. And I'm going to have faith in Yindris, and I'm going to hold my action so that if it attacks somebody, I will hit it. If not, then I will just watch. Because
Okay.
I have faith in my brother there.
At the end of your turn, it is going to leap at Godric. You guys do not get attacks of opportunity for that because it is a legendary action, and he missed, and I need the three of you to roll Constitution saving throws. Yindris, Godric, and Fitz.
What about my held action?
It does not draw opportunity or anything like that.
Your held action, you gave a
Specific.
key as to what's going to trigger it.
Well,
Yeah, he attacked somebody.
Even then, because this is a legendary action, it doesn't provoke things like that. But you all pass, so you're good there. Willie, you are afeared for this round.
Well, Willie's reaction is he's going to play it off. He's going to be like, rabbit? That's not even worth our time. And I'll turn around, not very believably, and just kind of walk back over here.
And you all know he's full of shit.
Don't you judge Willie. You know, some people are scared of wolves. Some people are scared of zombies. Willie's afraid of rabbits.
At the end of your turn, you kind of like shake it off, and you're like, "What am I doing? It's just a rabbit," and you're no longer afeared. With that, it is the rabbit's turn. He is going to take a standard bite on Yindris. Now it provokes opportunity or any held actions. And he missed. With the first one, he will do a second one, which hits. So, kind of like bouncing off Godric's chest plate from the hopping bite, lands on the ground at Yindris' feet and goes to take a chunk out of your calf and lops down for 19 damage. Fitz hit with 19 damage there. Godric, you had a held action as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. Or were you waiting for Yindris to say go?
You got it. That was my trigger. Waiting for Yindris.
Okay. All right. Yindris, you're up. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hold on, because he just attacked, so I need the three of you to make Constitution saving throws again.
Oh, no, I don't. I'm immune to fear.
Oh, so yeah, you're good then.
And they're out of my range, so.
Yep.
Can't wait till like 17 when that becomes 30 foot.
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure something out for you. All right, you both pass. Okay, go ahead, Yindris.
I'm gonna sit on the floor and very quietly and softly, I'm gonna say, "You're okay. I mean you no harm. Fitz, get the fuck out of here. Cool it, man. Cool it." And then I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out one of my rations and put it out like in my hand as like a little, here's some seeds or whatever.
Okay.
How far does Fitz's aura reach?
5 feet. Is
No,
five
isn't
or-
it 10? 10.
I was going to say, according to my ticker, I have it.
Yeah, you guys do. Okay, good to know. I don't need to make you roll every time. Okay, roll an animal handling check. Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
And you said you sat down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That means he is going to get advantage as a legendary action as he leaps at your jugular.
Oh, whatever shall I do?
But he misses. That was 3. Okay. Erdan, you're up.
I will approach to about there.
Max, I put the prone marker on you because you're seated. So just make sure you let me know when you stand up so I can take that off, okay?
Plan.
I'm assuming we've heard and seen all of this, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, you guys can definitely see everything.
Okay. Well, seeing Yindra's trying to reach out and talk to this bunny, I will try to use my speech of beast and leaf and let it know we mean you no harm. We simply seek passage across the bridge.
Okay. You hear a little chitter back. Some of you can understand of it, some of you can't.
Oh, I can.
Yeah. I don't think he wants to be friends, guys. And
I just look at Yurndris because I have no clue what it said. But I got faith in Yurndris.
yeah, that's probably my 6 seconds there with that. At this point, I will
Just say something. I'd call
React.
that your bonus action.
Okay. Um, at this point, I will raise my shield and take the dodge action
Okay.
for that.
That's it for you then?
Yep, that's it.
All right, Miss Holly.
I'm gonna use Ice Knife at level 4.
I'm just going to ask if you're sure that's what you want to do.
Yes.
Okay, roll a straight d20 for me.
Thanks, Holly. You're gonna hit me.
You know what?
Okay.
Before he kills everybody.
Roll to see if if your knife hits. Oh, let me drop it on him here. It misses. But as it misses, it explodes. So go ahead and double click I believe it's a dex save.
Yeah.
Yep, roll the dex save.
Hold on.
I actually have something for deck saves.
Oh, you'll get a +5 for being that close to Godric as well. So let's see, it's a 17. 12, 13. Okay. What I need you to do, Pam, is I need you to drop the 2d6 cold damage. I need you to drag it and drop it in the chat box. Because Godric actually succeeded. The only one who failed on that was the rabbit and Yurndris.
11.
All right. So okay, let me just make sure this all came out right. So Yurndris took the 11. Godric, give yourself 3 back.
Okay. As Shield Master, I can use my reaction to negate all damage.
Okay. If you want to do that, you would have only taken 2 damage otherwise.
Yeah, well, it's just a reaction, so
Okay.
I'll get another one later, so I'm fine
All right.
with that.
As you look at the blast from your ice knife, Pam, you see that it didn't affect the rabbit as much as it did Yurndris. It didn't affect either of them very much, but Yurndris definitely took it a little bit harder for some reason. Was that it for your turn? She walked away before her turn ended. And I know she can hear me talking. Okay, Sir Fluffy Butt.
Alright. Are we still trying to save this fucking thing, or are we gonna kill it and cook it?
We are trying to be nice to it, but it would have worked better if you didn't hit it.
I don't know if you noticed or not, but it's talking about how tasty our blood is.
No, I can't understand it.
Oh, okay.
Too much
Well, hey,
conversation for 6 seconds.
I guess Sir Fluffy Butt's just gonna kind of move up to here. He's confused what we're doing.
Okay. So that's it for him?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's going to bring us back around to the top of the order with Godric. Big Dick Energy is not a super intelligent creature and definitely not a warhorse. So he's sitting back there eating some plants.
Yeah. He's not afraid of battle, but he's never been trained for it.
Pretty much.
You gotta admit, running that race every year, he's seen some shit.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Okay, since I'm standing right next to Yurndris, I can reach over and pat Yurndris on the back with a Cure Wounds at level 2. Keep going, buddy. Keep going. I got faith in you. And let's see, those are actions, right? Maybe I'll check that.
Cure Wounds are actions, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So that's my action, and I have no intentions of moving. So I just stand at the ready.
Okay. Hamish.
Hamish is gonna stand right in front of Miss Holly and give her the meanest fucking glare on the planet.
Okay. Pam, did you have any movement or anything? You walked away before the end of your turn.
Sorry, puppy duties. No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. You're currently being glared out by Hamish whenever your turn comes around. Was that it for Hamish?
Yes, it was.
All right, Fitz.
In Elvish, I am going to reply. Those are pretty big words for someone who tastes damn good in a stew. Is this going to happen peacefully, or are we just going to have to fight this out? And then I'm going to look at everyone else and say, he just said that our blood is tasty because we're trespassing on his property or some shit. And then I'm going to hold my action, I guess.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action for one of his wonderful hopping bites against Yerndris, which is going to miss. He's going to end up on the other side of Yerndris. Erdan and Fluffy Butt need to do a Constitution saving throw. Let me actually check to make sure it's not anybody else. Yep, just the two of you. All right. They are both afraid of the rabbit until the end of their next turn. Willie.
Have we decided to attack this thing yet? No.
No.
You're not afraid anymore. And you've seen it just jumping and trying to take bites out of everybody. It's only landed one so far, but...
So cute though. I'll yell over there. I'll yell at him. I'll be like, "You guys got this? You good? You need help?" Godric is the other one who's facing me. You want to give me any sort of facial?
I mean,
intonation?
Godric will glance down at Yerndris because at this point I'm following Yerndris's on this one because I'm putting my faith in my companion. My companion says he can handle this animal. I'm gonna let him handle the animal till he says it differently. I know that was way too much for a 6-second conversation, but
All right, what are you doing, Will?
Yeah, I got it. You gave me like you like raised your eyebrow and you like kind of looked at Yindris and you said
got
all of that just by that and I'm just like, so I will just hold my action in case this rabbit jumps at me, I guess.
Okay.
To attack it, smack it in the face.
Well, with that, it is the rabbit's turn. Rabbit is going to try and take 2 bites out of Yerndris. First one's going to hit. Second one is going to miss. Yerndris, you're up.
I was looking on my inventory, and I have a ring of animal influence that allows me to speak with animals, and also I have a spell of animal friendship, and I can do either one of those. And I think I want to use one of its charges to do the animal friendship spell. I will, hold on.
Give me 1 second. I'm pulling up the
Oh.
spell so I can read the details on
Well,
it.
that's fun.
Okay. So you put on your ring, which doesn't require attunement for some reason, and cast Animal Friendship towards the rabbit, feeling the vibes of peace and friendship and lack of harm to the animal. Is there anything else for your turn?
Oh.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's going to use another legendary action and bite you. The spell clearly failed. You take some more damage.
Okay.
Erdan, frightened this round. Which just means anything you do against it will be at disadvantage this round, and you can't move any closer to it. If you're talking, you're muted.
Thank you. I again will try to back Yindris and again tell the thing to stop attacking us and to allow us to pass.
There's no response this time.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to go against Yindris, so I again will raise my shield and take a dodge action.
Okay. Pam, you're up. At the end of your turn there, Erdan, that little shake you've got as you see the rabbit kind of goes away, and you feel readied against it.
Whee!
So Hamish was looking at me funny.
Yeah, he's just kind of on the ground, snarling at you because you just hit Yndris with the ice knife.
Okay. I'm gonna do. Give me a sec. Chaos Bolt at the White Rabbit.
Okay.
At level 2.
Okay. Roll a straight d20 for me first.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Go ahead and target it and attack. It is going to miss.
Damn it.
Anything else for your turn?
No, keeping my distance.
All right. At the end of your turn, he's going to take another legendary action. And it is going to leap at Erdan. Disadvantage because he is dodging. He is going to miss. Sir Fluffybutt is up. Frightened and feared, not within melee range.
He is just gonna back off. We're not killing it. It's a scary little thing, so he's just gonna go kind of back into the woods there and just let the crazies handle it.
All right, that's it for him.
That's it for him.
All right, that fear shakes off at the end of his turn. At the beginning of the round, anybody looking at the rabbit, you would see not like an open wound, but some scarring from Miss Holly's ice knife. And you notice that scarring goes away. Godric, you're up.
Interesting. Look at Yndris. Do you want to keep going?
Let me try one more time.
Then I am going to I'm going to move up next to the white rabbit. I am going to ready my mace, but I am not attacking.
I need to retcon for 2 seconds. I need Hamish, Willie, and Holly to do a Constitution saving throw from when it leaped a moment ago. Okay, Holly, you're good. Hamish is good. And... okay, you guys are all good. All right. Sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No, that's it. I'm just gonna move up next to him, get my mace ready, and just wait.
Okay. Hamish is up.
Mish is going to lightly growl at Holly, telling her to, like, back off. and that's all he's doing.
Okay. At the end of Hamish's turn, the rabbit is going to take a legendary action, doing another hop at Miss Holly. Which is going to miss. Man, I am sucking on the rolls tonight. Fitz, you're up. Oh, I'm sorry. Who all needs to roll? Holly, Hamish, Willie, Erdan, and Godric. Constitution saving throws. Okay. Erdan, you are afeared again. Big Dick Energy is also afeared, as is Hamish. Until the end of your next turns. Alright. Fitz, you walk up your 30 feet.
And we'll look at you under. Sorry, you've got one more try. A fucking thing attacks Miss Holly again, and it's getting killed. And I guess I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay. Are you going to hold an action again, or just stand there?
No, just gonna stand there.
Alright, Willie, you're up.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, I will also hold my action to attack it.
For what condition?
Just saying that I can.
Okay. Sounds good. With that, it is the rabbit's turn. He's gonna bite once at Hamish. Missing. And again at Miss Holly. Missing. How the hell do I miss with a 20 against a sorcerer?
He's got things that boost their AC. We've been stacking it
Maybe
over
it's my
the years.
friend. And it doesn't want to hit me.
Okay, that's why. Got it. But with that, Miss Holly, Willie, Constitution saving throws, please. Just the two of you. Okay, you're both good. Yndris, you're up. You are still seated, so it'll be half your movement to stand up. If you choose to.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand.
Okay, so you've got half your movement for this round.
I'll do this. And then I'm gonna cast that animal friendship thingy again at level 2 this time. Because I'm able to do so. On the rabbit.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. That it for your turn?
Yeah.
All right. At the end of your turn, it is going to take a legendary action. It is going to leap back at Fitz this time, hitting. You're going to take some damage there, Fitz. Miss Holly and Willie, I need Constitution saving throws, please.
I wish I could. My fantasy grounds just kicked me out.
All right, I got you. All right, you're both good. It's clear that the spell failed again. And Erdan, you are up, and you're afeared this turn. It doesn't mean you can't attack it. It just means you can't move closer, and things will be at disadvantage because you're afraid of it.
Got it. Idris, are we killing this thing or what?
I guess so.
Okay.
That's the word I was waiting for.
I'm going to move over here then, since it's away from the rabbit.
Okay.
And I will cast Toll the Dead at it. Which, is that at disadvantage or
I'm
what?
pulling it up right now. I don't think so because it's...
It's just a save.
Yeah. I think it's just attacks that are at disadvantage, but let me double check. Okay, so the exact verbiage is you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer. So, nope, no disadvantage or anything. You can just roll normally.
All right.
He succeeds.
And I don't think that does shit.
Nope.
Other
On a
than
cantrip.
fill the air with the bells.
On a cantrip, it won't do anything. So.
Well, that's all I got then.
All right. At the... No, he's not going to do anything yet. Miss Holly, you're up.
Hello.
Quick question.
Yep.
If I haven't used any of my movement, can I use it now so that
No.
I can use that held action?
Because you can't hold movement, you can only hold an action. So you have to be positioned where you want to be, and then you can act later.
Yeah, well, he moved. That's why
Yeah.
I thought I'd ask. Okay, never mind then.
All right, Miss Holly, you're up.
Yes. I'm gonna do ice knife. I can.
Roll a straight d20. In the chat box.
I'm trying.
There you go. Okay.
20. There you go.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit on it. See if it lands. It does not. So you're going to target Fitz, Hamish, and Willie. And the
It's
rabbit.
a beautiful day today. Okay.
And then drop the dex save. And go ahead and drop the cold damage. 3 failures.
Did that add my +5 on it?
It did not, but even with the +5, you still would have failed.
Oh, okay.
So, looks like 2 to Willie, 4 to Hamish, 4 to Fitz. And the rabbit didn't take any damage.
Okay.
Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Okay. At the end of your turn, the rabbit is going to take its legendary action. It is going to leap back at you, Miss Holly, with a bite.
Okay.
Hitting. For some piercing damage. That is going to end its turn. Big Dick Energy is going to take off back the way you guys came. Miss Holly, Willie... Yeah, just the two of you. I need you two to roll Constitution saving throws for me. Eric, con save, please. Okay. All right, you guys are both good. Godric, you're up.
Okay, well, now that I have Yurndris' blessing, move up here behind it with Miss Holly there. I assume I'm going to get
Yep.
advantage. And it's time to whack a
Or try to.
and I try to whack a yeah. Um okay, so yeah, I'm pulling out the big guns. Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Right here next to me.
Alrighty, and I think you can attack same round, can't you?
Yep. Yes, sir.
That's gonna miss as well.
Does he get does it get advantage
No.
from that fight? Okay.
No.
Alright, then in that case, that ends my turn.
Alright. Hamish is up. He is frightened this round, so attacks will be at disadvantage. But he can still attack if he wishes.
For me.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I didn't.
Well, he was supposed to be doing it this whole time, but...
It was only when the guy, it was only when the creature was on the start of Hamish's turn, when the creature's 5 feet away from him, then I can.
No, you roll every round. You add a point. You add for every creature that's within 5 feet. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not worried about it right now.
Okay. Guess he's gonna use his ferocity thing. Is it already gonna automatically roll it at disadvantage?
Yeah, because the frightened tag is on him.
Okay, cool. Well.
Where did... Oh, he failed a dex save. So you did hit it, and he failed
he's
a dex
grappled.
save. Awesome.
He is grappled. Okay, and then damage.
Okay.
Did it roll it? It did not roll the damage. There it goes. Woo!
Beautiful. So that used 2 ferocity points. You would have actually gotten 3 that round. So yeah, just take 1 off. The ferocity points is it increases by 1d4 plus the number of hostile creatures within 5 feet of the companion.
I will remember that for the next turn.
All right. Is that it for Hamish?
Yes.
Okay, make sure you drop the grappled effect on the rabbit. You already did.
It is on.
He will not be frightened at the end of his turn. I'll take that off. But at the end of his turn, he is not thrilled with being latched onto by that. He's going to take a legendary action and bite at Hamish, which misses. But he did attack, so I need Willie, Hamish, Miss Holly, and Erdan to roll con saves.
Fitz, you want to just come hold my hand? Because at this point you are.
Okay, so Erdan, it's a good thing I didn't take the frightened off of you because you are frightened again. And Willie, you are very what the fuck about this rabbit and become frightened of it again.
No.
Fitz, your turn.
Alright, I am going to move over here.
Hi. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
I'm gonna make you re-roll that without advantage because the rabbit is currently in Hamish's mouth. Jeremy?
Yeah,
Okay.
I had already had the damage.
Nope. Not a problem. Just roll to see if you hit again. If you miss, I'll take it off.
Oh, I don't think it
Oh,
actually.
you didn't
damaged.
drop it on. You didn't drop it on him. So just roll to see if you hit regular. You do not, but you get a second attack, so you get one more swing.
If I use my bonus action to drop a Vow of Enmity, that gives me advantage.
If you wanted to do that, and we'll take that first roll, let it count, and I'll put the damage on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'll drop that 19 on him then. Partially resisted down to 9.
What do you hit for advantage?
ADV.
The ADV button.
Right, but isn't there like a key you can click to?
No.
Oh. That was.
Oh, man.
Well, I don't think I can.
Do you get 3 attacks? I'm confused.
No, that was my second attack.
Oh, I thought we were just counting your first roll. The one you did at advantage there.
Right, and then I'd have my second attack.
Okay, okay. I see how that works. Yeah, nope, we're good. Proceed.
Okay, are you sure? Because now I'm confused.
Nope, we're good. We're good. Just wires got crossed. We're good.
Okay.
The math is there.
Yeah. Hang on, just 1 second here. Where's the? Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, I lost my divine smite for a second.
It's all right. You had the divine smite on there twice. Oh no, that's an expired one. That came off. Never mind. Or did it? I don't fucking know. Whatever. Whatever.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, probably. Let's see.
I think it did roll your divine twice.
Well, I mean, it'd double it for the crit, but that is weird.
Okay. Nope, so that'd be right then. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. 20 plus 6.
Okay, yeah, that'd be right, because one of the d8s is for my improved divine smite that does that all the time.
Yeah.
And then 2d8 for my divine smite.
Yep, so that's right. Okay. Partially resisted, but still good.
Wait, did that actually give me the crit, though?
Yeah, it doubled your d6s, and it doubled your d8. Let me see.
I don't think so, because my normal one is 2d8 and 2d6, and then that just put 2d6 on for my... Let's see. Yeah, I don't think that actually gave me the...
Okay, let me look at it here. Hold on. Two-handed. Okay, so 1d10 2d6, 1d8, and then 2d8. Okay, so that needs, the 26 needed to be doubled. So there you go. So you actually did 32 points of damage that round.
2
Yeah.
hours later.
You know what, Mike?
Yeah,
I'm
but
That was my bad. It wasn't. I don't have him targeted. That's what I missed.
That's probably what it was. So.
Yep.
All right.
That's what it
Anything
threw
else
off.
for your turn?
Here we go. No. Nope.
All right. End of your turn. He's going to use a legendary action. He's going to bite Willie, because why not? And he's going to hit. And all of you are within... Let's see. Erdan's still frightened from before. Yurndris, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Well,
It is a fail. You will be afeared until the end of your next turn. Willie, you are up. You will not get advantage on strikes.
So when
For flanking.
when he hits me, I will use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke on him.
Okay.
Let me drop it on him. Oh, nice. He failed, right?
So he rolled a fail, but you've noticed before, even though he's not very quick at getting out of the way of things like that, they seem to not have as great of an effect.
We're gonna see what it does.
Above the table, that was halved, but he is vulnerable to fire. You see him flinch and winch, and he takes 22 points of damage.
But he goes for fucking with me. That's like black and magenta flames shoot out of my skin where he bit me. Fucking wraps around his head, tears his little rabbit flesh. I'm still terrified of him though. And the sight of him disturbs me. And I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to see you anymore. And I'm gonna cast darkness.
Okay. Where are you putting that up? And how big of a radius is it?
It's centered on me. And it's a 15-foot radius.
Okay.
Yeah, 15-foot radius.
It's kind of weird with the 3D camera, because that sphere is actually three-dimensional.
Oh.
Okay. So a magical bubble of darkness.
Like that thing. 5, 10, 15. Radius, circumference. Who fucking hate geometry, guys? You think that's 15 foot? Is that 30 foot side
Here,
to side?
I'll tell you exactly how big you gotta make it. That's pretty close right there.
Bueno. Darkness erupts from my axe. I'll cast it on Judy. Blackness fades away. You guys are no longer afraid to look at the rabbit.
The feared condition is that the effects are only in effect so long as you can see the target. But you'll still have disadvantage attacking it because you can't see it.
Now, you're all blind, I know it. But I'm a fucking barbarian, guys. Do you want like solutions or do you want more problems?
Anything else for your turn, Willie?
No, that's most of my actions.
All right. It is the rabbit's turn. He is just going to lash out wildly, trying to take some bites. I love the bubble, but it gets in the way, and it doesn't let me do things. So is going to lash at Hamish. He is still going to be able to hit him, even at disadvantage. And he's going to do it. Do it again. Come on. That one is going to hit as well. And you can hear him with his rabbit cries as he's flailing about in the mouth of the Mastiff. Yurndris, you are up. You are frightened of the rabbit, so you cannot move any closer to it. And in fact, you can't see it because there is a large 20-foot sphere of magical darkness protruding from the area.
Then I'm gonna hold an action and just keep my battle axe in my hands.
Okay. Are you holding a melee attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to lash out at Hamish again. Hitting. Miss Holly, you are up. Magical dart.
Right?
Last you knew, it was inside of Hamish's mouth.
Is it still there?
As far as you know.
Like in front of, like I have him like legit in front of me, right?
As far as you know, yeah. The magical bubble of darkness just popped up.
Just fireball. Just fireball it.
No, because I'm gonna fireball everybody.
She'll ice knife everybody, but she's
He'll
gonna
ice
fireball
knife
it.
everyone. Yeah, I was just
Yeah, I'm
thinking
gonna
it.
do ice knife again. Fuck it.
You're just trying to kill Hamish, aren't you?
No, not at all.
No. I see how it is.
Not at all. He's just on my way.
All right, what are you doing, Pam?
I'm doing ice knife, yeah, but I'm gonna try to like do it very
Okay.
slowly.
Pam, you've done it twice. You are going to hit everybody, including yourself, regardless of whether you hit the rabbit. And you've noticed the last 2 times you did it, that ice knife did almost nothing to the rabbit.
Well, ideally, I would like to punch him, but that's why I asked like how close it is to me.
He was right in front of you last time you saw him. If you want to try to punch out, go for it.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's punch out.
Roll a strength check at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Because you're blind. And please don't roll a nat 1.
You know, the pressure.
Now she's
I don't
going
know.
to just to show you.
You miss. You flail out wildly with a fist and nothing but air.
Well, at least I didn't hit anybody this time around.
At least you didn't punch Hamish, because we all know how that would have ended.
Yeah, I know.
Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm blind.
Okay. Sir Fluffybutt is up.
He's just sitting in the back there shaking his head.
The judgment.
Oh, there's so much judgment there.
He didn't see what just happened. He's looking at a big black sphere of magical darkness right now.
He's just shaking his head like, what the fuck are these idiots doing?
Godric, you're up.
Yes. What am I doing? Poor Hamish. Okay, bonus action, use a spiritual weapon on... Oh. Okay.
Don't worry about that stuff. You hit with the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Okay, that's 8 damage.
Okay, this thing's looking really rough.
Well, you wouldn't know. You can't see it right now.
Yeah.
It sounded right.
You don't even know if you're even hitting the rabbit at this point. You just know you're connecting with something soft and furry.
Right.
It
Yeah.
might be Hamish for all you know.
Hey, bish.
You're
And I missed with my base.
Yep.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. There is an enemy across the way, or there is an ally across the way from what I'm attacking. Do I get advantage on that?
Nope. Because the
Because of
rabbit
the.
is still in Hamish's mouth and the magical darkness.
That's what I figured. I just double checking. Okay. Never mind.
Alright.
I'll hold my movement. That's the end of my action. My turn.
Alright. Hamish is up. I see you already rolled for the ferocity points. What's Hamish doing?
Yeah. Since the rabbit's already in his mouth, he's just gonna bite down.
Okay. I will let you do that attack with advantage because the rabbit is in his mouth. So you're really just rolling to see if the bite has any effect.
No,
It does not.
it does not. He's for me. That's all he can do, I think.
Unless he wanted to move.
Nah.
Did you just say he's squirmy?
Yeah, Squirmy. The rabbit's Squirmy.
All right, no, that's awesome.
Alright. Well, Fitz, you are up.
Okay. So question on how that works with the vow of enmity, since that's kind of a magical effect. Is that
Let me pull it up and look at it real quick. It just says you need to be able to see it when you perform the vow. It doesn't say you lose it if you lose sight of it.
That's what I was wondering. It's kind of ambiguous, so I want to
But
leave it up to you.
now there is magical darkness on top of it. So I am gonna say it's gonna be at disadvantage. It's like 2 disadvantages versus 1 advantage. Blame Willie, not me.
Oh, excuse me. We're not all immune to fear.
You are right now.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, Fitz, what you got?
Okay, just to knock this shit off, I am. Well, wait. Actually, I guess I better make sure that. What happens if I cast light? Doesn't.
I would say through your travels, you would know that light has no bearing on magical darkness.
Okay.
For the record, Erdan, because you cast True Seeing earlier, you can see through the magical darkness.
Got it.
Okay, well, I guess I will. Let's see, do I have him targeted now?
No, but you did drop it on him. It is a miss, though. You do have him targeted.
Okay.
Second attack is gonna miss as well. Got anything else for us?
I am looking in Willie's direction with a disappointed look in my face. Nobody can see it, but it is there.
Okay.
Willie should feel very judged right now.
At the end of your turn, it is going to use a legendary action and lash out with its teeth. Let's make it random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. It's going to lash out and end up reaching towards Godric. That should have been at disadvantage. Hold on one second. Double 18s for a hit. Godric taking 18 points of damage and maintaining concentration. Willie, you're up.
Warcaster helps with that a lot.
Absolutely. And nobody could see the attack, so nobody has to roll con save.
I am going to use a shove action to make the rabbit prone, which is a contested athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
I'm going to use athletics.
What are you trying to do to the rabbit?
Nobody sees
don't
it
wanna know.
except for Erdan. But Erdan, you witness Willie. Willie, I need you to roll that check one more time. Because you can't see the rabbit, so it needs to be at disadvantage.
That is technically not rules as written.
But it's okay, because he rolled a 4. I was hoping. I was hoping.
I had a plan. I was strategizing.
You, like, going to pet your dog's head in the middle of the night, find the top of Hamish's head, and by knowing where the top of his head is, you know where his mouth is, and you shove the rabbit further into its mouth. And it is now considered prone. Go ahead and drop the effect on it. Just better grappled.
I do not have.
Okay, I got it. Prone in this sense is just better grappled, realistically.
Okay. And then I'm going to swing at it with my second attack.
Okay.
This is still a disadvantage. Or is that not advantage? It's grapple. So it's just straight?
Yeah, you're going to roll normally, so it'll just be a straight attack. Because he's prone and you just had your hand on him, so you know where he is. But you're not going to get advantage because it's still dark.
Okay, hold on. Let me try it. Here we go. No, it won't let me fucking drop it. There we go. Ah!
Miss. All right.
I don't know
That it
why.
for your turn?
Okay. Even with advantage, whatever. Okay. That will be my turn.
Okay. It is the rabbit's turn. And he is just going to lash out with his 2 bites. All right.
No.
First one is going to lash towards Godric. Hitting. How am I hitting the hardest person to hit blind? You pass your concentration check. The second attack, Godric, you feel like a little flourish to your right, and you can kind of tell that the rabbit is aiming randomly, and it ended up aiming in the direction of the spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay.
But that is your turn. Yundris, you're up. Sorry, go ahead, Eric.
I was gonna say, whichever foot he is hitting him with is the lucky rabbit's foot because the rabbit is blind, grappled, and prone, and he's got one foot just fucking nailing him. And you're like, that's a charm. I see it.
I can't hit Godric with a freaking dragon, but a rabbit at disadvantage is hitting him every time. So I don't know what's going on there. Yundris, you're go. You still can't see anything. You hear like scuffles and scratches of like claw on metal, but you really have no clue what's going on.
I'm still just gonna hold my melee action.
Okay. That is end of your turn. He's gonna use another legendary action to lash out one more time at Godric again. I swear I'm rolling a die to keep it random. I just keep rolling sixes. And he's gonna hit again. I think this is the most damage I've done to you in months.
Yeah, it is.
And you succeed your concentration check. Erdan, you're up. You just see this rabbit like keep flailing around and catching Godric with his teeth.
Godric's like, really?
You can also tell this rabbit is rough. It is blood soaked. It is definitely a beast at death's doorstep, living off fight or flight right now.
All right. Hold on. He's gonna run up and he will take a swipe at it with his warhammer.
Okay, you will get advantage. You shouldn't have to click it. It should do it automatically.
Okay.
That'll hit.
And then I forget, how do we use the divine strike portion of that?
Let me see how I've got it coded. So you'll drop your Warhammer damage, and then you drop your Divine Strike damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
But you don't have to roll to hit for the Divine Strike. You just drop it right on.
Okay. So we'll do that.
That is exactly how much you needed. You wham your Warhammer down at its head, just poking out of the side of Hamish's mouth with deadly accuracy, and you hear the very subtle as you snap its neck, and it lies motionless in Hamish's mouth.
We're covered in darkness right here, right?
Yep, you are the only one who can see. The area is pitch black for everybody else.
Erdan is going to call out to everybody else and say, "It's dead!"
Awesome.
Willie, do you want to make a stew?
I will let the darkness subside.
Okay. The darkness drops. You can all see again Hamish holding this blood-soaked white rabbit in his mouth.
I mean...
Speaking of Hamish, make sure you unclick all of his ferocity points.
The bigger question is Hamish gonna let you make a stew out of it? Just putting it out there, because I don't know about you, but I have no intentions of trying to take a dead rabbit out of Hamish's mouth. But I will pat Hamish on the head, tell him he's a good boy, and give him a little bit of healing. As I let my spiritual weapon disappear, by the way.
Okay.
Let me see. Sots. Yeah, I'll use a 3rd level slot for that.
Okay.
Oh, Hamish got that much health?
Hamish got a decent amount.
Okay.
Not a lot per se, but a decent amount.
I'm gonna catch one of these bugs.
Make just say a straight dexterity check.
Taking one of my healing potions while I'm at it.
You jump up, and the bugs are smaller than what they appear on the map. They're like fireflies, but you reach up to try and snatch one, and when you look in your hand, there's just like a luminescent splatter, and you crushed the bug when you grabbed it.
I'm gonna look at my hand and like frown. Shake my head. Like, I don't even want to lick it off my hand. Who am I?
Okay, guys. Well, it looks like that little evil has been vanquished. Shall we proceed?
Yeah.
Well, back to the ship then.
No, that's not the evil we're looking for, Willie.
Sure. It's full.
I don't think the rabbit was controlling the portals. I'm just putting it out there.
They sleep on it and see how we feel in the mornings. See if we have the dream again. That's trial and error right there.
Uh, tell you what, let's just be safe. We're going to keep moving and see what we find. How about that?
All right.
I mean, you never know. We might come across some kind of new meat for you to cook.
As you guys are talking and look around, you can see Big Dick Energy is gone.
First,
Yundris?
my horse.
Some of you would have noticed him jump the first time the rabbit took a leap at Miss Holly and then turn and bolt and head back the way you guys came. I think most of you would have noticed it. But that was like 6 rounds ago, so.
Can you call it? Is it trained? I don't.
Think she's trained.
I'm not familiar with steeds, my friend. I'm not sure. I vaguely remember seeing people whistle or call for their steeds. They come running. I don't know.
Had time to do one-on-one training with her since we got, attacked by a giant turtle creature.
Well, let's try calling its name. Godric, lead the way.
Uh, yeah, Yundris' mount. Come back, please. You can try. I don't know.
There's no response.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Well, are we gonna go look for it? Are we going to consider it lost forever? I could carry you if you want, Yundris.
Okay, I would like to go find her.
Well, I mean, you and Willie are resident trackers, right? You and Hamish, maybe you guys can hunt her down fast.
She can do that.
Okay. Make survival checks.
They're looking for tracks, right?
Yep.
They're trackers. Yeah.
I was gonna say I also have proficiency in survival. I can help them. I
Yeah, if you
think
want to help,
maybe.
you can give them a roll. Give it a roll. Survival.
I mean, Willie's looking like he's not doing too horrible with it.
All right. You guys kind of start walking the path back, and you get maybe 100 yards following horse tracks heading that direction, and in that time you can see your tracks as well leading up to the bridge, and then all the tracks are just gone, as if the forest grew over them, and there's nothing to follow.
Creepy.
Um. Well, I think back at our conversation with Oog, Ook,
Ook.
Ook, and he did say that this forest has a way of sending us where we need to go, and maybe it assumes we're not supposed to find Yurndra's mount right away. I don't know. I don't wanna hurt your feelings or anything, Yurndris. It's up to you. What do you want to do? It's your mount.
Leave her here.
Hmm.
I can't just leave her here.
No, I understand. I get that. But if this forest isn't going to allow us, and it's just going to keep turning us around in circles, uh, we could be lost in this forest forever, trying to find. I'm not saying that we won't come back, but maybe we keep following the path that we're supposed to follow, and hopefully your mount will be there, or we can find it afterwards. If you, I,
God, could,
I,
could you
I'm,
not try to pray to Apollo for guidance to Big Dick Energy? If you prayed to Apollo for Big Dick Energy, would Apollo not give the Big Dick Energy that you pray for?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can bow my head and cross my fingers and Apollo, in your loving guidance, Yurndra's longs for his friend, his mount. Can you please help us?
Are you
It's about
just
the
praying, or are you
Yeah,
doing
I'm
anything?
just praying.
Okay.
No, I'm just praying. It's about the best I can give you right now. But I don't. Up to you, Yurdris. Like I said, I don't. I
Well,
don't want to. I don't want to say it looks like the forest isn't going to let us find your mount, but at the same time, it's kind of what it's looking like.
our only option is to move forward. I guess we will have to, just as long as we can keep our eyes out for my
Ab-
horse. That would be fine.
Absolutely, and I will pledge my mace to you to help you find it afterwards. I, I,
Thank you.
I, you care about the mount. I want to help you find the mount. I'm just afraid that right now, this, as I raise my hands to the forest and look around, is not allowing us to reunite you.
Thank you.
Uh-huh, of course.
Okay.
Well, guess we
Proceed.
continue.
Proceeding onwards, then.
Mm-hmm.
You guys walk for maybe another hour. It's very similar to the first leg of the journey. And just like the first leg, the forest seems very thick and overgrown, but there seems to be an apparent lack of life. No bug noises, no critter noises. And after a short while, you come up to another crossroads with a left, a right, and a forward. And none of your dreams have any recollection of this junction.
Mm, What's the differences between the junctions? Is there any?
What do you mean?
Uh, bushes, thorns, leaves, trees,
Oh,
light.
so it's, I'll kind of draw it on the map here. So you traveling that direction, and then the junction just kind of like W's off like this. So it gets wider the farther you go down each direction to where you wouldn't be able to see the other paths. But they all seem to be heading in generally the same direction as far as you can see down each one.
Okay, but there's no indication of
Nothing.
uh nothing. Okay. Um, I mean we're already moving forward. I'd say we just keep moving forward unless anybody else has any insight as to which direction to take or feelings. Look around to Fitz, Miss Holly, the whole crew really.
Is left an option?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just throwing a direction out there to throw a direction out there. If anybody feels more strongly about left, and that's fine.
I'm gonna say left.
Anybody have objections to left?
No, left seems like a viable option.
Let's do it.
All right,
If
left it is.
fast as we always say, if it ain't left, it ain't right.
Okay. So you all go left. Travel for maybe 20, 30 minutes. So it's middle afternoon, best you can tell at this point. Eventually, you come up to Willie and Yerndris. You would both recognize this as the entrance from your dreams. The rest of you would see it as similar to Set, like very similar, but there's structural differences.
No.
I don't think you can tell the DM no on that.
No, sorry. I was talking to the dog. Sorry.
I don't care if you were talking to me. Your no means nothing.
This is what my dream was. We entered here.
Looks similar to mine, but definitely different. But if it's familiar to you,
It look
anybody else?
this looks right.
Well, Yerndris and Willie, you two are more familiar with this than I am, and the rest of the group, anybody else looks familiar?
Somewhat.
Close enough for
Oh.
the girls I go with.
All right, well, Yerndris and Willie, you two lead the way.
Aye, aye, father. Um. Well,
So we'll put Yerndris and Willie up front. Um, I'll cover the rear this time with Fitz and Sir Fluffy Butt. We'll put Erdan. Well, Hamish should always be up there with Yerndris. So
I was gonna ask if Hamish is with you, Yerndris, or if he's gonna hang back.
I think he's gonna hang back a little bit just to keep the scent trail to where he knows where we're going. If we get stuck, he'll know where to back up.
Okay. Not
and
a
we'll
problem.
put Erdan and Miss Holly in the middle like normal.
I will
Yeah.
save you the effort right now, Mike. Yurndris and Willie, as you lead the way into this opening, you can see it's going to be kind of like a maze. And as you two, being the first to step in, the wall closes in behind you,
No!
blocking you off
You
from the
can't
rest of the group.
do that to me and my boy! Hamish, not again!
You
Uh,
chose to let him hang back, unfortunately.
so,
And like, uh, I hope they're
so,
better looking after him than they were looking after the damn horse.
so we are gonna pause you two for just the moment. The rest of you, Godric, Miss Holly, Fitz, Erdan, Hamish, and Sir Fluffy Butt, you see this wall of plants just like slam shut in front of you. Super thick bush. What do you do?
I look at Fitz and go, "You have a sharp sword. Cut."
I
Okay.
can do a fireball and light it up on fire.
It just shut behind Willie and Yurndris. I mean, Willie, I'm sure he'd just love to have a little sunbath, but I don't want to see Yurndris get hurt. But that is definitely a viable option. Let's try cutting first and see what happens.
I guess I will walk up and start chopping at it.
Okay. You walk up and start hacking at it with your sword, and every hack takes away a little bit of plant, and by the time you get your sword back up for the next hack, it is regrown. There's something going on with this plant, whether it be living or magical, that does not want you to go through.
No good, boss.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Um, let's 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 let Miss Holly do her thing. We'll fight magic with magic. Everybody stand back.
Stand back.
So I'll move back. Whatever you feel is a safe distance.
Are you doing a fire bolt or a fireball?
Fireball.
Okay. And you rolled your d20, thank you. You blast out a fireball. You know, you're all safe distance. I'm not gonna fret on
Thank
that.
you.
But you let a fireball go. Make sure you mark off your spell slot for it.
I did.
It explodes in the fiery eruption that you're all so accustomed to seeing, having traveled with Miss Holly. And as the smoke and the blaze subsides, you can see just the last moments of the burned plant falling away to ash as new plant is growing over it, replacing the door blocking your way.
Did we see anything on our side when she does that?
Nope. You guys didn't see or hear anything in, we'll say, the 60 seconds that has elapsed since the door slammed behind you.
Can I use telekinesis?
Yeah,
You
of
can
course.
you can
I'm
certainly
going
try.
to mute myself because I was eating chips and y'all can't hear me. As I see the door starting to reform itself, so it looked like there was a hole at some point, I'd
No,
like to yell out to Yurndris and Willie.
there you
Just
didn't see a hole. Like
well,
you just saw like the outer layer of plants regrow. So you couldn't
right,
see through or anything like that.
right. No, I get that, but I mean, there was obviously some kind of damage to it. Is what I'm saying. So it
Yep.
was thinner in that split second, if you will.
Okay.
So that's trying to yell out, Willie, Yurndris, can you hear us?
You wait a moment and you don't hear a response. Willie and Yurndris, you didn't hear anything from your side. Not even the fireball going off.
How tall is this this hedge?
It's a good like 50, 60 feet. It is tall.
I can
Um,
I can fly over the top.
yeah, I was gonna say, Fitz, I remember seeing you up in the air at some given point in time. Can you go over it?
Yeah, yeah. Technically, I should be able to. Should.
I mean, at this point, this thing looks like it's not gonna let us through. This may be, since Willie and Yundris knows the place, this may be on them to figure out how to get it open from their side. But we're not going to be able to go through the door, obviously. So if you can get over and give them a hand. And can you carry Hamish?
Um, yeah, I'm sure I can.
Yeah, that wouldn't be an issue.
I can.
Okay. Take Hamish with you,
Yeah,
because you
with
know
my
how
strength,
you're.
I could probably take Hamish, Miss Holly, and probably Willie.
Well, Willie and Yundris are over there. I'm just, you know how Yundris is about Hamish. I'm just saying, if you make it over there, Yundris would probably be happy if you brought Hamish with. So.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I'd hate to show up without Hamish.
Yeah.
So
See.
you can carry a maximum of 300 pounds. Your current inventory is at 136, including your body weight. So you could carry Hamish and maybe Miss Holly, depending on how heavy her inventory is. No, you wouldn't be able to take Miss Holly.
Hamish it is. I mean, hey, that's Hamish and you if you can get over to give them a hand. We don't even know if you can make it over, but who knows in this damn forest as I wave my hand up in the air and shake my head.
Um, okay. I guess I will walk up to the wall. Uh, pick up Hamish. Come on, good boy. We're gonna go find your dad.
Okay.
And activate my wings and fly until I get can see over the
Okay.
thing.
So you pick up Hamish and wings explode out of your back in whatever fashion you've previously narrated. I don't remember. I apologize. And you start soaring and flying upwards, and you can see the plants underneath you as if you're flying upwards, but you never seem to get closer to the top. And anybody on the ground watching him would see that when he took off, he went about 15 feet off the ground, and his wings are still moving like he's flying, but he's not physically going anywhere. After maybe 30 seconds of this, Fitz, you look back over your shoulder to see if you're even making any progress, and you can see all of your companions on the ground about 15 feet below you, just kind of staring at you like, the fuck?
I I got I got the eyebrows going like, eh?
All right. Well, I'm gonna sit down, put Hamish down. Apparently, we have no choice but to split the party.
Well,
Why are we splitting the party?
because of this wall in front of us, Miss Holly. We can't
So
get
what do
through
you
it. We
think we're
can't
gonna
get
do?
over it.
Walking around the whole forest and see if there's any other way that we can try to make it to the other side?
I mean, at this point, I'm thinking
That last junction was only maybe 20 minutes walking back.
if you want, we I suppose we could go explore the other routes. Um, I'm thinking about just setting up a little camp waiting here and seeing what Willie and Yurndris do. Because
We
this
don't
is a
even know if they're
magical
gonna be able
wall.
to help.
Well, this is a magical wall. We're on this side. Obviously, we can't get through it or over it. So maybe there's something on the other side that will get it to move. But the only ones who will know or would be able to do it would be Willie and Yurndris. And if we leave and this door opens, they're going to wonder where we're at.
Holly's gonna get closer to that wall and she's gonna just put her hand in that beautiful flowery foresty looking thing.
Okay. You feel a familiar tickle up your spine as magic radiates off the wall. Roll a straight d20. You're able to shake it off and control it, but you know that there is a powerful magic coming from somewhere in this area.
Okay. I walk away from it and I just tell everybody else apparently, clearly, this is some strong shit going on. I don't think this is magic we ever seen before. This is some really creepy, weird forest. And I don't have a good feeling about this. We are never getting out.
I don't know about never, Miss Holly, but I definitely agree with you on the craziness as I look around. Um, I don't know. Fitz or Dan, you guys want to wait and see what Willie and Yurndris do, or you guys want to keep exploring the other routes, or what do you guys want to do?
I I think we should pitch here for a while and see what they do because if they come out and we're gone, I think that's just going to end all bad.
I kind of have the distinct feeling that the dreams we had, we each went a certain direction, and that's what we're gonna end up having to do here. Is what I'm worried.
Well, I mean, you have a good point.
All right, those two were the ones that their dream told them to go left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
And something tells me if we go to the one where it says to go straight, then let's see, that was you, Godric, and who was the other one straight?
Miss Holly.
Miss Holly.
Yep.
Well,
So
no,
I
technically I was forward.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah.
forward. Yeah.
Straightforward.
So I'm guessing that you two will be the only ones able to go in if we go that way. And that me and Erdan are gonna have to go right.
I guess that's, I mean,
It's just a guess.
yeah, it makes sense because they were the only two that had dreamt about left, and they're the ones that were only allowed to trespass up to this point. So that will make a lot of sense.
I say we write them a note saying we went back to the fork, put a rock on it, so if they do come out, there's something to tell them where we went. But I just have the sneaking suspicion that we have no choice but to split the party up 3 different ways.
Can I message to Willie?
Can you what?
Can I use message for Willie?
Let me check.
Hey, Erdan, as a furbolg, is there anything you can do with these plants? I know you guys are kind of like the hippies of the giant world.
Um, I don't think I'm going to have any sway on these guys.
You can absolutely try to send a message because you don't need to be able to see the creature because you're familiar with him.
Okay. So I'm just gonna try to send a message to Willie and say we're gonna try to go back and go directed to whatever our dreams told us. Um, I tried, we tried doing a couple of things. It's impossible to get through to get to where you guys are. Worst case scenario, if you're able to please come out, we'll meet at the fort. But we're gonna try to go different ways and see if we can meet eventually. If it all fails, meet us at the fort. If you get out, when you get out.
Eric, you did hear that message in your head. As if she was whispering into your ear.
Ooh, and tell them to let Yendris know that Hamish is with us.
And Hamish is okay. He's with us.
I'm gonna shout back. I hear you. I hear you in my head. Yendris, did you hear? Did you hear her in your head?
Miss
Where's my
Holly,
dog?
Miss Holly, you just hear all of that as a really soft whisper in your ear.
I heard you back, Willie. Take care, guys. Be safe.
They're going around. They have Hamish. Everything is okay.
Call out and tell Godric that he is the sole caretaker of Hamish.
Godred, you need to take care of Hamish.
I
You're the
shout
full
back.
taker.
You hear me? Take care of Hamish.
That's a little hurtful. I did good last time I babysat him.
Hamish will be all right. You can send a message to Yendris. He will
Okay.
be taken care of by Godric.
So it is 12:03. So for brevity's sake, you not in the maze. Were you gonna go the directions that the dreams indicated, or were you all gonna try and go in one direction?
I think we're all going to try to go straight first, just
Okay.
in case.
Yeah, and then if it all fails, we'll just all go the direction our dreams told us.
Okay.
I'm after hearing all that, I'm pulling one of my potions of healing out and I'm giving it to Hamish.
Okay. Go ahead and drop
If
it on him real quick.
Ooh, big
Oh.
numbers, yes.
Well, you should be able to take a full turn and then give him the full amount.
Oh yeah, we did
Yeah.
change that. So I'll
Yeah.
give him one extra point here.
Yeah.
Right. For brevity's sake, because we are already over time, Fitz's plot theory was correct. And when it comes to it, Godric and Miss Holly and Hamish are able to pass through another entrance after taking the center path. And then Fitz... let me see where the entrance is here. Yep. Fitz and... who is the last one? Erdan.
Fluffy Butt, don't forget Fluffy.
And Fluffy Butt come through an entrance off the right side. And that is where we will pick up next week.
I feel really bad for Yendris and Willie. They're the only ones that don't have a healer in the group.
Hey, it's midnight. Didn't daylight savings time kick in and we get an extra hour here?
I wish.
That's Saturday night.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
Okay.
Sunday.
I was gonna say if you
Try
want to
with
play
it, guys.
for
I'm trying.
if you want to play for another hour, I'm good to go. We'll just take like a 5-minute bathroom break and then play for another hour. But that's up to you guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to be up in like 7 hours for work.
Okay, so that's a no then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will pick it up here next week with the party split, my favorite time of year, and see what you guys do with a magical bush. And see how that goes. So,
Oh boy.
Trim
Hey,
it.
scared. I'm a wilderness
boy.
explorer.
Get the trimmers out. Get the trimmers out.
thank you everybody for coming to watch. We will see you Sunday for episode 10, Waters of the Deep, and we'll see you back here next Friday to see how this maze turns out for the group. Good night and be safe.
Bye, guys.
Bye.